Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Guys, today our topic is how to create EC2 instance on a Windows machine. So I will show you how to create a EC2 instance on AWS, and then I will show you how to create Putty Gen, and then how to connect through via Putty. So I will show you step by step, guys. Bear with me, and I want to show you step by step. This is the EC2 dashboard, guys. So if you go to the Amazon's main page, and then you can see there is a all the services options are available here. This is EC2, and then Lambda, then Batch. There are a lot of services you can see here, guys. While scrolling down, these are storage services, containers, database. So any service you like, you can select from here. Anyway, today I will show you how to create EC2 instance. Let's create on EC2, guys. Okay, if you create on EC2, system will take you to the system will take you to the EC2 dashboard, right? So in the EC2 dashboard, if you just scroll a little bit down, and then you can see there is a launch instance option available. To get started, launch an Amazon EC2 instance, which is a virtual server in the cloud. So I will click on launch instance, right? So let's click on launch instance, and then you will go to the next step. This is yeah, right, this is step one, guys. So you can see here there are 7 steps you need to complete to create the instance. Step one is choose AMI. What is AMI? AMI is a Amazon machine image. It is just a template, guys. It is just a template. You need to describe your needs and wants. What should be the instance size, which type of instances should be, and how much memory you required, and which Linux type you want. Like, I mean, this is Amazon Linux machine is here, and you can see there is a lot of options available. And let me just show you. Let me put this one here. Okay, so if you scroll down a little bit, then you can see Amazon Linux and Red Hat or HEL, and then you can see there is a free tier Ubuntu service, and then you can see Windows machine. So you can see there are a lot of information, guys. You can scroll down and you can have a look where what is your requirement. So this is Ubuntu, this is Amazon Linux. So there are lots of options available. So I just want to tell you something, guys. While in choosing the AMI, you can see there are some pre-installed softwares, you can choose from them. So if you, for example, go for this one, then this option, then there are pre-installed softwares are available here, like it provide Linux kernel 4.14, turned for optional for optimal performance on Amazon EC2 system 2019, GCC 7.3. So these are all the softwares are pre-installed. The days are gone, guys, when you was having a just oral or just a virtual machine and there was nothing was installed, and then you need to, for example, if you want to install the Oracle software on your system, then you need to go to Oracle website and you need to download from there. So those days are gone. Now people are getting smart, technology is getting updated and faster. So so you don't need to install the software by one. So there are already pre-installed template is available. You can just click on the required template, and with the few clicks of button, guys, you can start your image. It is very easy, very straightforward. Let's guide you step by step. If you will choose this machine, for example, Amazon Linux AMI, so you can see the by default image include AWS command line tool. Like if you need to learn about Python, Ruby, Perl, Java, or any language which you want to go for, so you can choose this option. And you can see the repositories include Docker, PHP. If you are a DevOps, guys, then you need to select this option, because you need to install Docker, PHP, MySQL, PostgreSQL. So this package is already pre-installed. You don't need to install one by one. So let's click on this one, guys, Amazon Linux. So I will go to click on select. Okay. So I have selected the image. I have selected the template of the instance. Now we need to select the which type of instance you required, guys. Like, I mean, there are many types of instance available. I can give you the example. There are some T2 small, T2 micro, T2 nano, T2 large. So there are many types of instances available. As like I can give you example, guys. For example, if you want to buy the Nissan, if you see Nissan company, they create many cars like Nissan Micra, very small car, and then Nissan Note, which is a little bigger in size, and then you can go for a Nissan X-Trail, which is the 7 seats, and which is a Jeep type. So, and then Nissan go to the buses, and Nissan coaches, and Nissan trucks. So it's depend, according to size and according to your requirement, your company requirement. You can select any size. Like look, you can see here T2 extra large, T2 two time extra large. Then these are all the families, guys. These are the family T3 medium, T3 large, T3 two time large. So you can pick and choose according to your requirement. So this will mean on on the other column you can see one CPU 0.5 GB RAM, one CPU 1 GB RAM, one CPU 2 GB RAM. So bigger the size, better the memory, more memory, whatever you want to go for, you can go for. So let's click on the configuration. Next step is configure instance detail. So one thing I want to show you guys here. So this is if I click on here, general purpose T2 micro, and it is mentioned here, it is free tier eligible. So this instance is free for 750 hours per month. If your one instance is 24-hour days and night, it is keep running, you won't be charged for this instance, guys. This is you can see here in the detailed message, you can see it is 750 hours per month. You won't be charged for that, and except for from this option, guys. If you go for this option like T2 small, T2 medium, or where they did not mention the free tier eligible, if it is not mentioned here, then you will be charged, guys. Straight away you will be charged. So anyway, for learning purpose, I will click on T2 micro, which is free tier eligible. So I will click on here. Let's go for configure instance detail. Click on next step. So this is the instance detail. How many instance you required? You required one instance, or you required 10 instance, or you required 100 instance. The number of instance with the same template, with the same structure, with the same template, you can choose as many as instance you want, guys. So I will go for one instance only at the moment. I will click on one. Then you can see every instance have a network connected with that. So this is default network which is connected with that. If you want to go for your own VPC, you can click on create new VPC, virtual private cloud. So then subnet is availability zones, guys. Subnet, you can see if I am in London area. So I can there are three availability zones in London, which is EU West 2C, EU West 2A, EU West 2B. So I will let the AWS to select the zone, so which is closer to me. That would be fine. So I will leave it for default. And then if you want to go to specific location, like if you want to go for Northern Virginia, or you want to go for Asia Pacific, you want to go for US, so then you can select the region from here. So this is for regions. So you can choose any region which is suitable to you. So I am in London, so I will uh, go for London region, and this is the default subnet. I want to keep it as it is, right? So next I will show you guys, this auto scaling group is already enabled. So if you want to keep it enable or disable auto scaling group, like, I mean, if your instance need have a more traffic, then it should scale up or down automatically. But if you will disable that, then it will not scale up or down. So you need to manually scale up your instance and manually scale down your instance according to your load, according to your traffic. But I will keep it enabled, guys, because there is no charges, so I will keep it enabled. So if I, for the learning purpose, I will keep it enabled. And if you have more workload, then it will automatically scale up. And if your load is down, then it will be automatically scroll down. So next I will go for, like, I can show you guys if it is a IAM role you created. It is depend. IAM role is, I mean, if you have a new startup employee, you want to restrict his access, and you want to keep him a specific privilege, and then you can create your own role. And you can, for example, if admin employee has just joined, so you can give him only admin access. And if it is a developer employee, he want to play the role in developer part, then you can assign him only developer part, not the management part. So you can create your own role just on few clicks. It's very easy. I will make another tutorial how to create an IAM role, how to create how to restrict their access, and how to allow and deny um, the access. So I will make another tutorial to guide you about this one. Now shutdown behavior is stopped. If you There are two options. Right. So if you, it is at the moment it is stored. For example, if your hardware failure, kernel failure, or any network failure, if your instance is stopped, then instance is power cut. Then your instance will be stopped, not terminate. If you select on terminate option, then any problem, if you have any problem like a hardware failure, kernel failure, network failure, or you have any power cut, so though your instance will be terminated. And if your instance will be terminated, if you did not select the backup, then your data will be lost. So I will keep it stop, because if any case my instance is stop, and then I it should be my instance is power off or any cut, power cut, so I my instance will stop, but my data will not lose. So hibernate behavior, guys, hibernate behavior is, your instance will be still running, but your processes will be slowed down, your processes will be freeze if you select in here. So then your processes will be stop, and your memory will be less utilized, but your instance will be may keep running, right? So next I will show you enable termination protection. Enable termination protection, guys. If, for example, if by mistake or by accident, if your employee, he is newly joined and he terminate the instance, so if you click in here, then instance should not be will not be terminated straight away. You need to get permission, you need to remove these restriction, and then you can terminate the instance, otherwise not. So I just want to tell you about, while this one. So if you need, if you will select, then they won't be able to terminate the instance straight away. So I will keep it as a normal. So right, so tenancy, guys, the shared tenancy is a network for everybody to share, and if you select on dedicated, then only one instance will be assigned to one person, not the other person. So I will keep it share at the moment. So let's click on next step, guys, which is add storage. So I will click on add storage. You can add storage, guys, according to your requirement, according to your company needs and want. If you want the memory 8 GB, you can keep it 8 GB. If you want to go for 10 GB, you can go for 10 GB, or 20 GB. It's totally up to you, guys. So I mean, you can increase or decrease the memory size from here, right? So 20 GB I will go for, and then I will keep it for general purpose SSD, guys. There is another topic, what is that SSD, what is HHD, and what is a provision IOPS, what is the, I mean, there are the different type of memory. So I need to create another lecture on this explanation. So that okay, so let's go to click on next, add tag. Add tag is very important, guys. You are telling the, you are saving the name of the instance, and what is this instance will use for. Would it be for your are you using this instance for web, as a web server, or for production server, or for you want to go for database server? So what is this server for? I will go for web server at the moment, guys. So I will click on web server. If it is a database server, you can mention here database server or production server. Then you can entirely keep it production server and the database server private, not the public. So I will keep it for public at the moment, just for learning purpose. So you can choose the option according to your requirement. Let's click on security group, guys. So if you go to security group, so you need to see these ports and protocol in the security groups, guys. So this is SSH TCP port 22. If this port is not open in the security group, then you won't be able to connect your instance with the network. So you must open this port, port 22, to keep it open and to keep it connect to the network. I will add another rules as well, guys. For example, if I want to give the network connection, internet connection, then I will go for HTTP. If I want to keep it port 80 or port 443 is also required, I will create all the ports, but otherwise we will get the error message, your port is not open, and then you need to open the port again. So I don't want to get the failure message again and again. I have opened the port 80, and then I will go for port 443 as well. So port 443 is open to the world, guys. You won't be facing any issue. And then for the just for the learning purpose, I will go for all TCP and all traffic as well, because I don't want to stuck anywhere. So I will go for all TCP and R traffic as well. So all the ports I have at the moment, whatever I think it is necessary, I have opened all the ports just for learning purpose, because I don't have any essential information, any confidential data in my instance. So that's why I don't want to go for mean. Uh, I don't want to keep it secret and keep it confidential. So these are the option, guys. Source, this is the custom source. So if you custom is mean you can customize your source. So according to your requirement, so you can go for my IP. If you want to keep it for yourself, so you can click on my IP. So look, it is uploading my IP. So I would be only able to access this instance, no anyone else. So this is my IP. So if I want to go for anywhere, I mean anywhere, it should be open for anywhere, anyone and in the world want to access this one, they can access and access my instance. So if I want to go for custom, so then I need to go for custom. Then I can add my CIDR range. So I can 0 point, for example, 0.0.0.0 over 16, over 16. So then it will be octets. These are you need to define the octets, guys. How to define octets, how you can widen your network, how you can shrink your network, it is another topic to discuss, guys. I don't want to tell you it in detail at the moment. So anyway, I want to go for, I mean, for at the moment I just want to go for anywhere, because don't want to stuck anywhere, guys. So but you have other options available. So you can choose any option suit to you. If you want to keep restrict for yourself, then you can go for my IP. And if you want to customize, then you can customize. But at the moment, for the learning purpose, I want to keep it anywhere. I don't want to mean go back again and again to reset it. So anyway, so click on so this is the security group name. The security group, for example, it's April. I will go for APRI, April 2020. This is my security group name. I can just remember this one. So I will click on review and launch. So I will go to next step. So this is the error, this is the warning message, like improve your instance security. Your security group April 2020 is open to word. Mean because we have opened all the ports and protocols to word. So for anywhere we have done anywhere. So that's why it is giving this warning. So anyway, I will go to click on. So this is the instance type T2 micro, so a variable ECUs, and then VPC1, memory 1. So these are all the options are coming up, whatever we have selected. So I will click on launch, guys. So this is very important part, guys. So if you want to if you have other key pairs already created, so then you can go for those key pairs. But if you want to create your own, because I want to show you how to create your own key pair, and uh, how you can assign it assign how to you can create a putty gen key. So how to generate the key, I will show you step by step. So I will go to create a new key pair. So I will create a new key pair for this instance. So I will keep the name, which is April 2020. April 2020 is my key pair name. I will download the key pair, right? So I have downloaded this key pair. I will save it, right? So this is the key pair, guys. So key pair, what is key pair? It is a private key and public key you need for to encrypt the instance. So I will click on save as April 2020, right? Save, right? So this key pair has been saved. So one key is public and one is private key. Both keys system will give you the both keys, and your private key would be one private key system will save into their record, and one public key will be given to you. When your public key will match with the private key, then you will be able to access the instance, otherwise not. So anyway, I will close this one, guys. So let's click on launch instance, right? So this is successful instance. Your instance are now launching. So it means it will take a couple of minutes, guys, to launch. I will click on view instance, right? So you can see, guys, this is pending status. So it will be coming up. So I will give the name April 2020. April 2020. I will give the name, right? Just for the, I mean, you can give any name, guys, according to your requirement. Look, the instance is running now. Instance is running now, so you can see the metadata of the instance. So this is all the about instance ID. Every instance have a instance ID. It is status is running. So T2 micro. So all these this is private DNS. This is a private IP. So all these information is available here. This is the metadata of your instance. This is virtual private cloud ID. This is a student subnet ID, and these are all the, you can see, security groups as we create the security group, which is April 2020. So this is the inbound and outbound rule. If you want to see, you can click in here. You can see your inbound rules. So these are all the information, guys, you can see step by step, right? So anyway, I will copy the IPv4 public IP address. I have copied this one. So now I want to connect with the instance, guys, right? I want to work on the instance. So if I want to connect and I want to work on the instance, then I need to create a key to get the instance connected, right? So I will click on generate. This is the PuttyGen software, guys. PuttyGen software, you need to download this software, and then from the Google, and then you need to for if you when you will download the software, then you will be able to see this screen. And if you need to click on generate, if you click on generate, then just move your cursor a little bit, and then it will be ready. Then you need to load the key which we have already downloaded from the system, which is April 2020. I will click on all files. April 2020 is not coming up here. Let me click on all files, right? Okay, so this is April 2020.pem file, guys. remember, when you will download the file from the from the Amazon Web Server service, so Amazon server will give you the PEM file. You need to convert your PEM file to the PPK file, guys, for the instance, for the Windows user. If you are using Mac, or if you are using Ubuntu machine or any Linux machine, then you don't need to convert this file to the PPK file. But if you are using Windows machine, then you need to create this key into the PPK files, PPK K file. So I will just click on this one, because we have created the name April 2020.pem. I will double click on that. It is successfully imported phone key. So this key is already been imported. To use this key with Putty, please you need to use the save private key, right? So command to save it to the putty is on format. Let's click on here, okay, and then I will save a private key, guys. So click in save private key. Are you sure you want to save this key without a passphrase to protect it? Yes, I want to save it, right? So I will keep its name. File name would be um, April April 2020 ppk file, guys. Okay, so this is save. It will be saved in downloads. So this is being saved, guys. Okay, so now you need to connect your system with the instance. Let's click on putty configuration. So we have already saved this IPv4. So public IPv4, we will copy this public IPv4, and we will give this public IPv4 in here, copy and paste. So, and then we will go to SSH, and then we will go to authorization. So we will browse the key, right, which one was April 2020 ppk, which we have just created. Now click in April 2020 ppk, and then browse, and click on open. So you are here, guys, you are here, and it says the server host key is not cached in the registry. You have no guarantee that server is computed to you think it is. So anyway, so just click on yes here. Okay, so to log in this server, guys, you need to give the username, which is ec2-user, ec2-user, enter. Oh, look, it is giving the fatal error. So I will, if you get this error message, guys, so you need to just stop and start the instance, and then your error will be clear. So no supported authentication method available, server sent pp public key. So I will click it OK, right? And then I will just stop this instance and start again, and it will be working then. Click in here. So action, then instance status, stop, right? Yes, stop. And then I will go to start it again, right? It is stopping. It will take 1 minute. So you can see here, guys, the security group 2020, and you can see the key. Right. Key pair name. You can see the key pair name April 2020. So it means the same key will be for this instance. So we don't need to worry about that. Just stop and start. Sometime it system play around. So that's why we need to stop and start to then it will be working fine. So instance is stopped now, guys. So we will go to action again, and then we will go to instance state, and then we will oh, it is not stopped yet. Let's wait for 1 minute. It is stopping, and it will show you stopped. Then we will be able to start it, not before. So anyway, this is not a problem, guys. We will go to uh, log in with the system through the Puttigen. So it is stopping. Let's wait for a minute, please. Right, guys, so instance is stopped now. So let's go to start the instance again. If I click on start, go to action, click on start, and then yes, start. So if I click on yes, start, so instance is getting started now. So as I just explained you, if you just stop and start once, the instance would be okay. Sometime Putigen create a funny error messages, so nothing to worry about. So you just need to stop and start the instance, and you would be okay to log in with your instance again. It won't take much time, so I'm just waiting to get its status. Right. So it is running now, guys. So you need to copy the IPv4 IP address from here. Copy the IPv4 IP address. Then go to Puttigen software. So you need to paste the IPv4 here. Paste here. Then if you need to click on SSH, then you need to click on authorization key. So you need to browse the key, and then you will go to the key which we have created, April 2020 ppk. Then click on open, right? So we are in the Ubuntu machine. We will click on yes. So when we click on yes, you need to give the username ec2-user, ec2-user, right? Enter. Right, so this is the instance is started now. So we have instance started here, guys. So I want to create a folder here. If you want me to create a folder, and I want to show you how you can get that. So let's click on. Let's go to clear the screen. I will go to yum. I will show you how to create the folder, and then how you can. I will show you how it is showing in the Windows machine. Okay, yum install. This is the oral machine, guys. We need to install the software, and then we can proceed further. HTTPD and then minus y. So click in here, and then we need to give the command cd and cd slash var file. I'm going to create a var file, guys, and then I will go to www. Then I will go to html file, right? So click in here, enter, and then I will go to create a file which is a vi, and then index index html, right? Okay, and then you are in the file now, guys. So I will just write a message, welcome. What's let me just I will say welcome, welcome, and welcome world. This is my first instance. Right, so this is my first instance, guys. I have mentioned here, and then I will move back. Okay, so let's press the escape button, then colon, then WQ, enter. So this will be um, enter to continue. So I will just move back. Right, okay, so we are here now, guys. So this is we can see here. So we have created a file, and then you can to file to edit. So we have created a file. Now we will go to service httpd restart, right? Okay, so I will go to then service. HTTPD status. Right. Okay. Let me